we are pleased to announce that a variety of agreements will be signed by the State of Israel, as well as economic, diplomatic, and security collaboration. Now, we are pleased to announce that a variety of agreements will be signed by the State of Israel and the Republic of India, agreements that will strengthen our partnership, drive innovation, and deepen the bond between Jerusalem and New Delhi. We will now begin the signing of these agreements in the presence of both Prime Ministers. The Cultural Exchange Program and the Memorandum of Understanding to the India-Israel Innovation Center for Agriculture will be signed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Gideon Sa'ar, and External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jai Shankar. Please take the stage. Thank you both. Thank you. You can exit the stage now as we continue. The Memorandum of Understanding in the field of geophysical exploration will be signed by the Energy and Infrastructure Mr. Eli Cohen and External Affairs Minister Mr. Jai Shankar as well. Please take the stage as well. Thank you both. And now, the Memorandum of Understanding for Development of the National Maritime Heritage Complex in Lothal will be signed by the Minister of Heritage, Mr. Amichai Eliyahu, and the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jai Shankar. Please take the stage. Thank you. Thank you both. And now the Declaration of Intent in the field of horizon scanning will be signed by the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Ms. Gila Gamliel, and External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jai Shankar. Please take the stage. Thank you both. And now the Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in the field of fisheries and aquaculture will be signed by Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Avi Dichter, and the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jai Shankar. Please take the stage. Thank you both. And now the Memorandum of Understanding on the Cooperation on Advancing Education through the Use of Artificial Intelligence will be signed by the Minister of Education, Mr. Yoav Kish, and the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jai Shankar. Please take the stage. Thank you both very much. And the presentation of the report of the 4th India-Israel CEO Forum will be presented by the Trade Commissioner for the Ministry of Economy, Mr. Roee Fisher, and the Ambassador of India to Israel, Ambassador J.P. Singh. Please take the stage. And now the implementation protocol to the agreement in commerce and services sector, the manufacturing sector, and the restaurant sector will be signed by the Director of Foreign Workers Administration at the Population and Immigration Authority, Mr. Moshe Nakash, and the Foreign Secretary for the Republic of India, Mr. Vikram Misri. Please take the stage. Thank you. The letter of intent on the establishment of the Cyber Center of Excellence will now be signed by the Director General of the National Cyber Directorate, Mr. Yossi Karadi, and the Foreign Secretary for the Republic of India, Mr. Vikram Misri. Thank you both. And now the Memorandum of Understanding between NPCI, International Payments Limited, and Masav, linking UPI, will now be signed by the CEO of Masav, Ophir Kadosh, and the Ambassador of India to Israel, Ambassador J.P. Singh. Thank you. And now the agreement on commercial arbitration will now be signed by attorney Dr. Menashe Cohen and the Ambassador of India to Israel, Ambassador J.P. Singh. Thank you. The Memorandum of Understanding between the International Financial Services Center Authority and the International Securities Authority will now be signed by the Chairman of the Israel Securities Authority, Advisor Yosef Zinger, and the Ambassador of India to Israel, Ambassador J.P. Singh. Thank you. And finally, our last one today, the Memorandum of Understanding on Artificial Intelligence will now be signed by the Director of the National Artificial Intelligence Directorate, Brigadier General in the Reserves, Erez Askal, and the Ambassador of India to Israel, Ambassador J.P. Singh. Thank you all for your participation today. I now want to welcome to the stage, to the podium, the Prime Minister of the State of Israel, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, and the Prime Minister of the Republic of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, to share a few remarks.
This is an amazing visit. An amazing conclusion to an amazing visit. It was short, but extraordinarily productive and also extraordinarily moving. I think there wasn't a dry eye left in Israel after your moving statement yesterday in the Knesset. And I can tell you that since then we've had also the opportunity to not look all deep into our hearts, but also into our remarkable minds that we have in our two countries. We saw an exhibit of innovation that excites imagination beyond belief. We spoke about cooperation with the extraordinarily talented people of India and our people, and we're working this into concrete plans. I'll just give you two examples. You know, you talk about precision agriculture. You know what that means. It means you don't average irrigate a field. You target a specific part. No, you target a specific plant. You water a plant. Well, why can't you water a specific student's mind? When we talk about precision education, we have now the software and the AI to reach every young student, boy or girl, and enable them to reach their full potential. And the limitations that were constraining us in previous times no longer constrain us. That is, to those who seize the future. The future belongs to those who innovate, and Israel and India are bent on innovation. We are proud ancient civilizations, very proud of our past, but absolutely determined to seize the future, and we can do it better together. We've decided to have a G2G meeting in India as soon as we can arrange it. We'd like to take the distinguished ministers who are here. I have to comment, my friend Narendra, you have an amazingly efficient government. What you can do with one minister and one ambassador. Now, it gives me thoughts. I don't want you to worry about it. Don't worry about it. But in fact, we know that the meeting of minds and hearts that we've had here will also continue in this remarkable G2G that is long overdue and will create an even greater boost to the enormous benefits that we can bring to each other and I think to humanity at large. And finally, I have to say at the end of this visit that I owe India, I don't know if I told you this, Narendra, but I owe India a great personal debt. You see, when I met Sarah for the first time, I think our first or second date was in an Indian restaurant in Tel Aviv. It was Rina Pashkarna. And I have to tell you, there is no question. First of all, the food was unbelievable. And Sarah was introduced to it for the first time, so it was a great first date, not only with the food, the date was excellent too. So obviously, I'm indebted to you, as are my children, and I want to tell you how deeply and from the heart we feel both our personal friendship and the friendship between our governments and our peoples, and may this continue and flourish and strengthen, as I'm sure it will as a result of this visit. Thank you, Narendra, and thank you all. Thank you.
So I'll have to use Your Excellency, प्रधानमंत्री और मेरे मित्र नेतन्याहू, मिसेस नेतन्याहू, दोनों देशों के डेलीगेट्स, मीडिया के साथियों, नमस्कार, शालोम। मेरे और भारतीय डेलीगेशन के गर्मजोशी भरे स्वागत के लिए मैं प्रधानमंत्री नेतन्याहू का एक बार फिर हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। 9 वर्ष पहले मुझे इजरायल की यात्रा करने वाले पहले भारतीय प्रधानमंत्री बनने का सौभाग्य मिला था। एक बार फिर इजरायल की ऐतिहासिक भूमि पर कदम रखना मेरे लिए गर्व और भावुकता का क्षण है। कल मुझे इजरायल के पार्लियामेंट को संबोधित करने का अवसर मिला। वहां मुझे स्पीकर ऑफ द क्नेसेट मेडल से भी सम्मानित किया गया। मैं इस सम्मान के लिए क्नेसेट स्पीकर महोदय, मेरे मित्र प्रधानमंत्री नेतन्याहू और इजरायल के लोगों का हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और इसे 140 करोड़ भारतवासी और भारत इजरायल मित्रता को मैं समर्पित करता हूं। फ्रेंड्स, हमारे संबंध गहरे विश्वास, साझा लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों और मानवीय संवेदनाओं की मजबूत आधारशिला पर आधारित है, उस पर स्थापित है। हमारे रिश्ते समय की हर कसौटी पर खरे उतरे हैं। आज हमने अपनी टाइम टेस्टेड साझेदारी को स्पेशल स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का दर्जा देने का ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लिया है। यह निर्णय दोनों देशों के लोगों की आकांक्षाओं का प्रतिबिंब है। फ्रेंड्स, आज की बैठक में हमने अपने सहयोग को नई दिशा और तेज गति देने पर चर्चा की। हमारा आर्थिक सहयोग ग्रोथ, इनोवेशन और शेयर प्रॉस्पेरिटी का इंजन बना हुआ है। आपसी निवेश को बढ़ावा देने के लिए हमने पिछले वर्ष बायलैटरल इन्वेस्टमेंट एग्रीमेंट किया। हम शीघ्र ही एक म्यूचुअली बेनिफिशियल फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट को भी अंतिम रूप देंगे। टेक्नोलॉजी हमारी भावी साझेदारी का केंद्र है। आज हमने क्रिटिकल एंड इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी पार्टनरशिप स्थापित करने का निर्णय लिया है। इससे एआई, क्वांटम और क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स जैसे क्षेत्रों में सहयोग को नई गति मिलेगी। मुझे खुशी है कि इजरायल में यूपीआई के इस्तेमाल के लिए समझौता किया गया है। डिजिटल हेल्थ के क्षेत्र में भी हम अपने अनुभव साझा करते हुए लोगों के जीवन में सुधार लाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। रक्षा के क्षेत्र में हमारा दशकों पुराना विश्वसनीय सहयोग रहा है। पिछले वर्ष हुए एमओयू से इसमें नए आयाम जुड़ेंगे। हम मिलकर जॉइंट डेवलपमेंट, जॉइंट प्रोडक्शन और ट्रांसफर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी की दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगे। साथ ही हम सिविल न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी और स्पेस जैसे क्षेत्रों में भी सहयोग आगे बढ़ाएंगे। फ्रेंड्स, दोनों देशों के बीच कृषि सहयोग का लंबा और सफल इतिहास रहा है। आज हमने इस सहयोग को फ्यूचरिस्टिक दिशा देने का संकल्प लिया है। इजरायल के सहयोग से भारत में स्थापित सेंटर्स ऑफ एक्सीलेंस हमारी मित्रता के उत्तम उदाहरण है। इनकी सफलता देखते हुए हमने इनकी संख्या 100 तक ले जाने का 100 तक ले जाने का लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया है। इस दिशा में एक कदम और बढ़ाते हुए विलेजेस ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बनाने पर भी काम कर रहे हैं। इससे इजरायली टेक्नोलॉजी भारत के गांव-गांव तक पहुंचेगी और लाखों किसानों की आय और उत्पादकता में बहुत बढ़ोतरी होगी। हम मिलकर फ्यूचर रेडी फार्मिंग सॉल्यूशंस भी विकसित करेंगे। भारत में इंडिया इजराइल इनोवेशन सेंटर फॉर एग्रीकल्चर की स्थापना इस सहयोग के लिए मजबूत आधार प्रदान करेगी। फ्रेंड्स, हमारे पीपल टू पीपल टाइज हमारे संबंधों का एक महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ है। 2023 में हुए मैन पावर मोबिलिटी एग्रीमेंट के माध्यम से भारत ने इजराइल के कंस्ट्रक्शन और केयर गिवर सेक्टर्स में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दिया है। भारतीय कामगारों ने अपनी मेहनत, प्रतिबद्धता और कौशल से विश्वास अर्जित किया है। मुझे खुशी है कि इस सहयोग का विस्तार कॉमर्स और सर्विसेज जैसे क्षेत्रों में भी किया जा रहा है। दोनों देशों के युवाओं, रिसर्चर्स और इनोवेटर्स को जोड़ना हमारी मुख्य प्राथमिकता रही है। इस दिशा में आज हम इंडिया इजराइल एकेडमिक फोरम की स्थापना कर रहे हैं। फ्रेंड्स, आज हमने क्षेत्रीय एवं वैश्विक मुद्दों पर भी व्यापक चर्चा की। क्षेत्रीय कनेक्टिविटी को बढ़ावा देते हुए हम इंडिया मिडिल ईस्ट यूरोप इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर आईमेक और इंडिया इजराइल यूएई यूएसए यानी I2U2 पर नई गति से आगे बढ़ेंगे। फ्रेंड्स, भारत और इजराइल पूरी तरह से स्पष्ट है कि आतंकवाद का दुनिया में कोई स्थान नहीं है। किसी भी रूप में, किसी भी अभिव्यक्ति में आतंकवाद को स्वीकार नहीं किया जा सकता। हम कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर आतंकवाद और उनके समर्थकों का विरोध करते रहे हैं और आगे भी करते रहेंगे। पश्चिम एशिया में शांति और स्थिरता से भारत के सीधे सुरक्षा हित जुड़े हैं। इसलिए हमने शुरुआत से ही संवाद और शांतिपूर्ण समाधान का समर्थन किया है। यही ग्लोबल साउथ और पूरी मानवता की पुकार है। भारत की सोच स्पष्ट है। ह्यूमैनिटी मस्ट नेवर बिकम अ विक्टिम ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। गाजा पीस प्लान से शांति का एक रास्ता बना है। भारत ने इन प्रयासों का पूर्ण समर्थन किया है। भविष्य में भी हम सभी देशों के साथ संवाद और सहयोग जारी रखेंगे। एक्सेलेंसी, माय डियर फ्रेंड, आपकी आत्मीयता और गर्मजोशी ने मेरी यात्रा को यादगार बना दिया है। मैं एक बार फिर आपसे और इजराइल के लोगों से जो प्यार मिला है, जो स्नेह मिला है, जो सम्मान मिला है, इसके लिए हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। तोदा रब्बा।
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I ask you to just remain seated, please, both Prime Minister Netanyahu and Prime Minister Modi, before they have departed. So just remain in your seats. Thank you very much.
See on your screens Prime Minister Modi and the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, after they delivered their speech in a joint conference, and also several MOUs were signed between the two governments. There was a very warm speech that Israeli Prime Minister extended towards Prime Minister Modi and the nation. He mentioned certain private moments that he shared with his wife, and he mentioned how it was an Indian restaurant where they had their second date and the food was fabulous, he said. And there were certain moments of warmth and also of mirth as the two leaders gave their address. Joining us right now is India Today Global's Pranay Upadhyay. Pranay, it was very interesting to see the Prime Minister of Israel speaking in a very impromptu way, where he mentioned how India has woven into his life from the beginning. He mentioned his wife, but apart from that, there was a very clear message that was sent out to the Prime Minister of India and to the nation as well.
Absolutely, Anjali, and we have seen that this relationship between India and Israel is not special, but also the bonding between these two leaders are also very special. And in fact, if you see that how Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, along with his wife, received Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the kind of informal conversation between them, where Prime Minister Netanyahu pointed it out, the pocket square of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and how it resembled the same color his wife Sarah was also wearing on that day, and how Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while addressing the Knesset, mentioned the fact that he was born on the same date when India recognized Israel as a state on 17th of September 1951. And today Prime Minister Netanyahu mentioned the fact that he has a personal bond and a personal story about India, because he dated his wife Sarah in one of the Indian restaurants, and he fondly remembers that date as well as their bond with India. And this clearly shows the personal chemistry, the personal bonding between these two leaders. But besides that, the very fact that India and Israel have decided to elevate their strategic partnership to special strategic partnership, which will open the new doors of opportunity for forging a stronger alliance between these two countries, and how the technological benefits from Israel can freely flow to India, how Israel has agreed to transfer sensitive technology, how India and Israel have launched a critical and emerging technology initiative with which many cutting-edge technologies and critical minerals and ensuring the cyber security, artificial intelligence, quantum computing techniques can come to India, and how India can give the skill and scale to the Israeli technology, how Indian professionals can move more freely, how the people-to-people contact can be strengthened. So these are the all important areas where India and Israel have agreed around 27 outcomes, 16 MOUs and 11 announcements. So this is definitely a comprehensive visit. In fact, packed in just like 26 hours. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be leaving Jerusalem in a while. So his visit was short but very power-packed in terms of the outcome, in terms of the achievement, and how India and Israel would want to bring a partnership which can bring greater good not only to these two countries but also for the region.
Right, absolutely. Pranay, do stay on with us as we quickly once again listen to what Prime Minister Modi said today in Israel.
9 वर्ष पहले मुझे इजरायल की यात्रा करने वाले पहले भारतीय प्रधानमंत्री बनने का सौभाग्य मिला था। एक बार फिर इजरायल की ऐतिहासिक भूमि पर कदम रखना मेरे लिए गर्व और भावुकता का क्षण है। कल मुझे इजरायल के पार्लियामेंट को संबोधित करने का अवसर मिला। वहां मुझे स्पीकर ऑफ द क्नेसेट मेडल से भी सम्मानित किया गया। मैं इस सम्मान के लिए नेसेट स्पीकर महोदय, मेरे मित्र प्रधानमंत्री नेतन्याहू और इजराइल के लोगों का हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और इसे 140 करोड़ भारतवासी और भारत इजराइल मित्रता को मैं समर्पित करता हूं। हमारे संबंध गहरे विश्वास, साझा लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों और मानवीय संवेदनाओं की मजबूत आधारशिला पर आधारित है, उस पर स्थापित है। हमारे रिश्ते समय की हर कसौटी पर खरे उतरे हैं। आज हमने अपनी टाइम टेस्टेड साझेदारी को स्पेशल स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का दर्जा देने का ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लिया है। यह निर्णय दोनों देशों के लोगों की आकांक्षाओं का प्रतिबिंब है। फ्रेंड्स, आज की बैठक में हमने अपने सहयोग को नई दिशा और तेज गति देने पर चर्चा की। हमारा आर्थिक सहयोग ग्रोथ, इनोवेशन और शेयर प्रॉस्पेरिटी का इंजन बना हुआ है। आपसी निवेश को बढ़ावा देने के लिए हमने पिछले वर्ष बायलैटरल इन्वेस्टमेंट एग्रीमेंट किया। हम शीघ्र ही एक म्यूचुअली बेनिफिशियल फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट को भी अंतिम रूप देंगे।
And joining us now is Shivani Sharma as well as Pranay Upadhyay, also from India Today Global, continues to be with us. Shivani, there are many MOUs that have been signed, but what for you has been the most important thing here? We do know that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also mentioned that there will be G2G talks later as well. So everything doesn't end here. There is more to come.
This is an elevation of the strategic partnership to the special strategic partnership, which is the very important factor by both the leaders addressed. And what Prime Minister Netanyahu also complimented Narendra Modi, the PM, that his government is very efficient. You know why? Because the ambassador of India to Israel, JP Singh, he was there in most of the MOUs that were being exchanged, 16 MOUs, and that's why the efficiency counts. That's what the compliment also came in. When it comes to the defense partnership and security, a very important mention out here has been on the joint development, co-development, and also the technology transfers. And this is not a one-day deal, Anjali. This happens to be a long process. That is an ongoing process. And in this sphere, many more technologies can be added, many more equipment for defense can be added. And as we were mentioning, the quantum technology, the AI, the communication, that all pertains to the intelligence, to the counter-drone technologies. So this is the enhancement that will now take place from these elevated ties between both the countries. And these 16 MOUs also make a mention of agricultural centers, raising them to 100. That's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, Anjali, that these numbers will be raised to 100. Not only this, the critical technologies will be shared between both the nations, and much more will be happening when it comes to the defense ties, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his address said that Israel happens to be a trusted defense partner, and both the countries intend to take this partnership to a next level. So there is much going to be much that will be happening now when it comes to defense and security, and especially after this 2-day long visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, many more technologies we can see that will be made in India that can be now transferred to India, and then the equipment, the weapon system can be made in India as India wants.
Right, Shivani and Pranay, do stay on with us. And as you were just mentioning, it was a short, comprehensive trip, but an extremely productive trip, and that was acknowledged by the Prime Minister of Israel as well. Let's listen into what he said and what all were the things that he mentioned.
This is an amazing visit, an amazing conclusion to an amazing visit. It was short, but extraordinarily productive and also extraordinarily moving. I think there wasn't a dry eye left in Israel after your moving statement yesterday in the Knesset. And I can tell you that since then we've had also the opportunity to not look all deep into our hearts, but also into our remarkable minds that we have in our two countries. We saw an exhibit of innovation that excites imagination beyond belief. We spoke about cooperation with the extraordinarily talented people of India and our people, and we're working this into concrete plans. I'll just give you two examples. You know, you talk about precision agriculture. You know what that means. It means you don't average irrigate a field. You target a specific part. No, you target a specific plant. You water a plant. Well, why can't you water a specific student's mind? When we talk about precision education, we have now the software and the AI to reach every young student, boy or girl, and enable them to reach their full potential. And the limitations that were constraining us in previous times no longer constrain us. That is, to those who seize the future. The future belongs to those who innovate, and Israel and India are bent on innovation.